Good day. Today I want to talk about words and the value of words. In today's society, I believe we've lost it. We say things all the time, and it's words that doesn't have any meaning. And it's bad for me because I think we have to build the future. We build futures all the time, and we build on words. And in society, we can say whatever we want, however times we want, and it doesn't matter if we say it or not. How can we build a future on that? How? People say, I love you. People build a future on that. We do it all the time. Even if we say we don't, we don't. We say we don't, or we do. We start relationships. We start families. Respect, or a word like promise. It's supposed to mean something. In today's life, it doesn't mean nothing. They promise the whole world for everything, always, all the time, and nothing happens, and we just accept it. Because do we do the same? Have we lost value in words as well? When you say something to your kids, wouldn't you want that kids to build on something, on your words, on your values? To explain words easily, I come up with a picture. Or I have a picture at the back here. And quickly can explain words, values, and meanings on one picture. There's 3 drawings on there. One is a guy walking, one is a guy cycling, one is a guy on a car driving. Let's say, a little maths here, don't fear. Let's say a guy's walking 7 miles an hour, he will reach 7 miles. Let's say a guy cycling 20 miles an hour, he will reach 20 miles. And let's say a guy's driving 70 miles an hour, he will get 70 miles. So, let's put time in that. 1 hour, 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, the time never changed. But what happened in that time has changed a lot. So, replace it with a word. I love you. How far does that guy go with that words? That guy or that girl, and that vice versa. That's how respect. That's how quickly a word can be the same word, never change. It's what the person that put value into that word has changed. And how much you can build onto that word depends on how much value that person has. How far will I love you go in that person's life, and how far will I love you go in that person's life? It's amazing difference. So, in short, I don't think people lie sometimes also about words. Sometimes people say, like, I am romantic, and the other girl said, I am romantic. I said, he's romantic, only go as far as a candlelight. Hers goes a weekend away. But both use the same words. So, don't just follow words. Find the value behind the word. And one word I really want to talk about today is a word I believe that's been destroyed in 1,000 pieces, that actually is a valuable, powerful word, and that's the word God. I don't personally like to use that word myself. I replace it with the universe. First of all, I am not a religious person. I don't believe in you need to go to church or to follow religious to be connected. I believe we all are connected. It's pretty much you and the universe. That's it. Boom. Everything else is a tool. The Bible, people, knowledge is a tool. You need to find your own tools, to be fair. And I ask myself the question, why is that word so badly broken down? Why did we lose that value of that word? And all the thing I can think of is there has to be a reason. There has to be a reason. And I asked myself a question, why? Why and why? So I came up with 4 questions. And I'm going to run through them and explain them as well. And that's the way I see it. But first of all, why making this video is because that word has value for me. And that word I have respect for that word. And the universe has looked after me in so many ways. And has protected me in so many ways. And will, of course, ahead of me in the future. And it's my little way to say thank you to the universe. And hopefully, by end of this video, you'd have a bit more respect for that word, a bit more value for that word. If you just can imagine how big and how powerful that word is, and how important it is, I believe you would change your mind totally. So just bear with me maybe another 10 minutes. And after this 10 minutes, you can make up your own mind. That's a beautiful thing about life. But hopefully I could convince you. So, let's start. 4 questions. First question, is the word God been misexplained through life? It's a very good question. And how can I ask that question? Easy. You can ask any questions, to be fair. Second question, is it because I have always believed and nothing happened? It's a good question. Is it that God just won't punish us? Or fourth question, is it that money took over God? Or replace, in persons. So, let's start. First question, is the word God been wrongly explained? So, cool, let's answer that question again according to myself. Let's say I give you £1 million. Would you come back to work? 99 people say no. The reason is why, because you got it, so you're going to go and enjoy yourself. You're going to go and do things you're never going to do. But that's why people don't just give money away, because they want people to come back. So what you do is you give them bit by bit by bit. Rather than 1 million, you give them an illusion of 1 million at the end of their whole life. And just make everything so expensive, you will never even spend $1 million. And just let him come back and just give him bit by bit by bit. So let's say, if you understand that a little bit, let's say 2,000 years ago, it doesn't matter, again, it's just work with me, human me. Somebody came on this earth, doesn't matter who it was, with knowledge. And he went around the world, or wherever he went, and spread the knowledge. But he had some people with him. And those people look around and see all these people is following him just because of this. And the person who had this gave it over to those guys and said, spread the knowledge. And they look back and say, if I give this away, all those people will turn around and I will never see them again. So what you do is you give them, again, little bit by little bit by little bit. By that, they always will come back. It's clever. But he knew that by giving it away, soon you'll run out of things to give away. So what do? You put a massive fear, a big fear, to protect those things. And he said, if anyone questions that, boy oh boy, is in trouble. And by doing that, you can actually change the knowledge yourself, because nobody will question you. And all you can do is just, when something goes wrong, you can just say, it's God's will. Is it? Do we blame him, but never the person who actually gives us the knowledge over? It's strange. Think about it. One sentence in the Bible is example, like I said, use everything as tools. Use whatever you have in this world as tools. Don't just follow it by word by word by word. They said God is love. And then to continue the sentence, they said, if you fear God. What about it was just God is love? Nothing about fear. See how everything changed? Because just one part is added or not added on a sentence. It is amazing. Now, second question, belief. I hear it all the time. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. Believe me, I believe. And I know what to do, and I know how it works. And even I struggle. It's not easy. It's the most easy word to say. I can say it in nothing seconds. I believe. To do it, boy oh boy, it's not easy. And to follow it, because you will get tested on the things you believe. It's easy to believe you have money if you have money. It's easy to believe you have health if you have health. It's to believe something if you don't have it. It's tricky. But let me explain again beliefs in a picture. So, if you believe, but you only believe 10%, do you really think you're going to see the whole picture? And do you really deserve the whole picture? Why I'm saying that is people who are like Olympic guys and people who are successful in their life, they're only successful because they don't do just 10%. They truly, honestly believe in themselves. 100%. They eat and sleep it. They feel it. They live it. They don't just say it. And by doing that, they do amazing things. They do things that none of us even can dream of. Again, think about it. So if I say I believe, and I believe 10%, do I really think I'm going to see the picture? And again, do I really deserve to see a picture? If you believe 50%, some of the picture becomes more available. And you will start seeing more and more things. And more things will make more sense. And the more you believe, and if you believe 90%, more of the picture will come alive to you. More answers, more everything. And if you can believe 100%, please let me know how you're doing it. I cannot. I want to. It's not easy. But it is worth it. It's truly, truly worth it. But yeah, it's not a quick fix. It's not happened overnight. It's like the biggest tree in this world was small, was a seed. Everything was small. Look at us. We're even so small, you can't even imagine how small we are. With time, it's amazing what that small little thing becomes. What we need to do in life is like have less. Less is more. There's so much knowledge out in the world. There's so much everything in the world these days. It's actually so much it actually confuses us, and we cannot look after everything. So imagine if you have a load full of different seeds everywhere. It's difficult to know which one is what and what will it become. Plant one seed and look after it and let it grow fully. Then you plant the next one. It's worth it. Third question. Is it that God wants to punish us all the time? I believe no. Our biggest punishment, I think, and the biggest thing we have to watch out for is our mind. Let's be very careful for your mind. It's your biggest friend and your biggest enemy. It's the only place we have fully access to, without anyone knows it. We don't need proof to say or think something. We don't need connections with somebody to think or say something or do something in our mind. So be careful what your mind thinks most of the time. Control your mind. If anything, like I said, it's your biggest friend, but your biggest enemy as well. By taking control of your mind, taking control of your thoughts of your mind is a bonus in life itself. Again, it's not easy. We didn't train for it, so it's like a little child who has no idea what he's doing, and he just press buttons as crazy as he can. It takes time, but again, it's worth it. So, fourth question: did money replace God? I can almost say yes. Years ago, it was fear. People had loads of fear. Death was around. There was loads of things that went wrong. There was no security. There was no lock. There was no alarms. So people had beliefs more because you had to believe if somebody gets ill, that just by believing and praying or whatever you want to do to make that person better, people had so much more belief and so much more value for that word. Today's lifestyle, we have money. If we're ill, the last thing we're thinking is pray. We get on the phone a doctor, or get medicines. With money you can replace loads of things. Money, you can think that makes your life better. The only thing is money is a dead thing. We all need it. I'm not saying we don't need it, but it's like breathing air. We need it. We don't keep on saying it we need it, we just have it. We use it. The richest person, not the richest person because otherwise he will sue me, some people who have loads and loads of money still wants more loads and loads of money. So if that person who has millions more than me, millions, and so much that I'm not even going to get that, even if in my lifetime, why must I chase something that even the person who has it still not satisfied with it? It's like chasing something that's pointless. Because like I said, there's no way I'm going to even write that. So even if I did make it, and I get it that day, I will just chase the next one. Because end of the day, believe it or not, we are connected in a wonderful, bigger thing. Like I said, you can call it whatever you want to call it. We are surrounded with it. We are feeling it sometimes, even if you believe it or not. And it is the thing we need to look out for. In today's life, especially in today's life, greed is taking over. We're killing Mother Earth. We're killing all the animals. For what? For what? And is what we're going to get, why we're doing it, is it a price? Will it equal the price? We need to seriously reconsider a lot of things in this world. But I believe, like, at least if we can have the value back and the respect back for that word, and for the fact that we are part of something unique and wonderful, I think it will change at least the way we feel, the way we see life, and the way we wake up in the mornings. Like I said, for me, that word has respect, and has done good for me. And I hate when people just misuse that word in so bad ways. If you really think how powerful and wonderful that word is, you would think twice. And with all our knowledge of today's life, and everything, we are smarter than ever before. We can easily get this. We can easily get the evidence. And the evidence is pretty much yourself and that. Nothing is going to give it to you. And stop blaming and find it. Yourself is the main key for everything. What you believe and what you think, that is that. And I hope this video has made some sense. And I hope that next time you would have a bit more respect, or people who have a bit more respect for the word. And wake up in the morning and feel alive and feel happy to be part of this lovely Mother Earth. And let's start looking after the animals. Thank you.